Hello everyone, I hope you're all having a great day today. Now if you're a fan of Fortnite and or Marvel, you're probably familiar with some of the collabs Fortnite's had with Marvel. They've had a lot of different skins come to the game, and we're currently in the second season where the theme is dedicated just to Marvel. There have been a lot of different interesting characters added to the game over time. So in this video I wanted to share my ranking of the different Fortnite Marvel skins, and we'll be doing that tier list style. Keep in mind though, this is just my opinion. I would love to hear how you would rank them in the comment section down below, and without any further ado, let's hop right into the tier list. Alright, so now that we're on here, I don't think this necessarily starts out in the order of when they came to the game, but we'll just roll with it. First of all, we have Star-Lord, and I think it's a pretty solid skin. I'll probably put it in the B tier. It's obviously not trying to replicate the Chris Pratt version from the movies completely, although it does look pretty similar, and I don't think it's trying to be from a certain comic, but just overall as a skin I think it is pretty nice. Maybe with the haircut, the mohawk going on, it's a little too much, but it's pretty good. I do kind of wish though that he had more styles. Then we have the Thor skin, and I'll probably put it in the B tier as well. It's pretty good, and this is from a specific comic, but I do kind of wish they gave him a different style where he had a helmet or something like that. Then we have Mystique, and this looks pretty much right out of the comics. It looks really good, so I'm putting in the A tier. Tony Stark, aka Iron Man. I would put him in the S tier, but I'm only going to put him in the A tier, and the reason behind that is you have to do the emote to get the Iron Man style of the skin, and you can't just automatically put it on the Iron Man style, so it gets a little annoying having to do the emote all the time. It's not like the Superman skin where you can just automatically have it on the Superman style. You don't have to do the emote from Clark Kent to Superman every time you want to be Superman. Then we have She-Hulk, and I'll probably put her in the B tier also. Just a pretty solid skin. Wolverine, though, I'm putting him in the S tier. I just think Wolverine has a really cool character design in general. And this is just a perfect look from the character that's straight out of the comics. Obviously, you have his iconic yellow and blue design as well as his classic style, which is probably just as good if not better. And you even have a style of him without the suit on. Then we have the Groot skin, and I'm going to put him in the A tier. I think he looks just like he should. The Storm skin, I will also put in the A tier. She looks pretty good as well, and she does have a second style that is also from a certain era in the comics. Silver Surfer, I'll probably put in the B tier. It's definitely a clean skin. It looks as good as you would expect, but it might be a little bit too boring in my opinion. The Blade skin's actually really good. I'm going to put him in the A tier. Same with Daredevil, just very comic accurate. Deadpool skin I'm putting in the S tier. Obviously you can have his mask on or off, and there's an X-Force style, and this just looks perfect right out of the comics. The only thing is that I wish his back bling doubled down as his pickaxe. Ghost Rider's a pretty fire skin. Oh, no pun intended. Then we have the Black Widow skin from the movie style of her white suit, and it's pretty good. I'll probably put it in the B tier. The first Venom skin actually looks really good, but it might be a little bit too thick for my liking, so I'll put him in the B tier. Black Panther is a really good skin. I'll put him in the A tier. Captain Marvel, I'm actually going to put in the D tier because why does her face look like a Disney princess? It doesn't match up with the other designs of characters. Then we have Taskmaster, which is honestly a pretty good skin. I'll put it in the A tier. Ant-Man goes in the A tier as well. Thanos, I will probably put in the B tier. Similar to Venom, he's a little bit too thick, so I wouldn't probably want to use him all the time, but he does look straight from the movies. The first Loki skin I will put in the A tier, definitely very good. I'm actually not a huge fan of the Fortnite Gamora skin. As for the Cuddle Team Leader Deadpool skin, I think it's pretty decent. I'll put it in the C tier. Shang-Chi's also pretty good skin. I'll probably put him in the B tier. Carnage is honestly really good. I'll put him in the A tier. Now, I actually do prefer this second Venom skin over the original because it's a little less thick, it's a little cleaner, and this is from the movie, the Tom Hardy version, and I like how he has the built-in emote. So I'll put him in the A tier. Dark Phoenix, I'll probably put in the C tier. I'm not really too familiar with this character. It's not as iconic as a lot of the other ones, so having it in Fortnite doesn't make me particularly excited. Nick Fury is also a good skin. I'll put him in the B tier. I think the Fortnite Spider-Man skin looks great. I'm putting him in the top of the A tier. The Tom Holland version of Spider-Man, the No Way Home version, I'm honestly probably just going to put him in the C tier, because they only gave him 2 styles, and they didn't do an Iron Spider style or the style of when he has the black and red suit but he gets the yellow stuff on it, and it also doesn't have the red and blue suit, which I guess it was just trying to do the No Way Home. but it needed more styles. As for the MJ skin, I'm just really not too crazy about it. I prefer the cool superheroes, not these like side characters. Hawkeye, I'm honestly going to put in the C tier. I do like the purple design, but I wish he had more styles, and I kind of honestly just wish they went with like a comic book version of the character instead of the MCU version, and it's kind of the same way with the other skin. Ravenpool, I'm not a huge fan of. I think the Cuddle Team Leader was like a better combination with the Deadpool skin. This one, not so much. Green Goblin is actually insanely good. That definitely deserves to be in the S tier. This is a good combination of like the robotic suit kind of that you saw in the movies, but more comic accurate, with the purple and green going on. His glider is perfect, and I like his pumpkin bomb design and the emote. So overall, a great skin. Gambit, I will put in the A tier, as well as Rogue. Doctor Strange was actually a really good skin. Then we have Mary Jane, which I'm also just not too crazy for. If you're going to do Marvel skins, do actual superheroes. Prowler was really good. I'm going to put him in the A tier. Moon Knight was really clean, and I think he had the Mr. Knight style as well, so that was really good. I actually like how the Scarlet Witch that was in Fortnite was the best like outfit that she had in the MCU, where it's pretty comic accurate but more realistic. I am honestly not a huge fan of the Spider-Man Zero skin. I get what they were going for, but I just don't think it's anything that crazy. And of course you have the Jane Foster skin that I'll probably just put in the C tier. The Cable skin was pretty good. I'm really not a huge fan of this Thor skin, so I'll probably put him in the D tier. I think it's a bit too much going on. If they're going to do an MCU version of the character, they could have done plenty of other of his costumes, and this is all they went with. Then we have the Eye Patch Wolverine skin. I don't remember exactly what his real name was. I'll probably put him in the C tier. Not too crazy for Wolverine skin standards, but okay. Spider-Gwen, I'm going to put in the A tier. Definitely a good skin. Then we have the Iron Man skin that came with like his big suit. It's just really thick, so I'm not going to put him too high, but I mean, it is a pretty decent skin. Then we have Elektra. Is that what this skin was? I hope I got it right, but A tier, a pretty good skin. Now, Hulk is pretty thick, and I know I've been complaining that a lot of these skins are too thick, but I mean, there's just no way around it, but he goes in the A tier. He's an awesome skin. As for the Sam Wilson Captain America, I'm honestly going to put him in the C tier. I don't really like the suit that much. It's the suit from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but the one that he's getting in the Brave New World movie seems more interesting to me. Then we have like the Captain America Bright Bomber skin, which is another one that just feels like a bit of a stretch combining characters. Then we have Miles Morales Spider-Man. I'm going to put him in the A tier. It's a pretty good skin. And Spider-Man 2099 also goes in the A tier. A pretty awesome skin as well. I cannot remember the name of this skin, but it looks okay. I'll probably put it in the C tier. Young Adult Groot will honestly go in the A tier. I think he's pretty good. Mantis and Drax, I'll probably put them both in like the C tier. I think they both look just slightly off, like not as good as they do in the movies. Then you have the Ragnarok Hulk, which I am really glad they added this to the game, but I'll probably just put him in the B tier. I'll probably put Hela in the B tier too. As for the Loki Season 2 skin, I'm going to put him in the A tier. I think this might be his best MCU outfit, so I'm glad this is what they added to the game. And it's nice because the first Loki skin was part of like a monthly thing that you had to pay for, and if you missed it, you couldn't have it. So people that missed out on that could have a Loki skin. They also made a Sylvie skin, which I'll probably just put in the C tier because I wish they did a style of her like with her, not hat, but whatever she has on her head. Magneto will go into the A tier. He was actually a really good skin. I liked how he had the Wastelander Fortnite kind of version, but he also had the classic style. Weapon X Wolverine is going to go at the top of the B tier. It's a very iconic look from the Weapon X comics, but as a skin, his head may be a little bit too chunky. Then we have the Pen and Ink Deadpool skin. Overall, it's pretty good, but there wasn't anything to improve upon with the original skin, so I'll just have to put him into the B tier. But for the Pen and Ink Wolverine, I feel like that has something new to offer, where he has a mask off style but still has the suit on, and he has the sleeves, and he also has blue on the mask. I cannot remember the name of this skin, but I'll probably just put her in the B tier. Then we have Jubilee, I think her name is, and she goes in the A tier. That's a pretty good skin. So is Colossus. And Cyclops, honestly, Cyclops goes pretty high. As for the new Doctor Doom skin, I'll put him in the B tier. He's a good skin, but he doesn't feel as special since we already got a Doctor Doom skin, which Here it is right down here. I'm going to put him in the A tier. I do prefer the classic design. Captain Jonesy honestly feels like a bit of a stretch. I'm going to put him in the C tier. War Machine is actually really good. I'm putting him in the A tier. Windpool, I'm not a huge fan of. It's a clean skin, but I don't really think it's anything too crazy with the combination of characters. As for Emma Frost, I think she's a decent skin. I'll put her in the C tier as well. Shuri is pretty good. I'll put her in the B tier. The first Captain America skin is honestly really good. I'm going to put him in the A tier. Mysterio is also really good. All three of his styles are great, so I'm going to put him in the A tier as well. Wolverine is a lot of fun. He has some great styles. And the original Black Widow I will also put in the A tier. So overall, that was my ranking of the Marvel skins in Fortnite. Again, share how you would rank them on the tier list in the comments section down below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.